Martial arts to me means way of life. I started training in Taekwondo or in martial arts in my early teens. I was early mid-70s. Achieved my first degree black belt under Grandmaster Ki-Chung Kim in 1980. I'm now a 7th, getting ready to go for my 8th dan Taekwondo, which I have to test in Korea.
Good job!
What makes our school different, the school belongs to everybody. Students, teachers, parents. We teach kids self-defense, discipline, self-confidence, nutrition, exercise, life skills to kids. Generations are going to be passed on. Not only kicking and punching, but way of life that they can carry through everyday stress, which is something that a lot of schools do not do.
Hi, my name is Kirsten. I'm Nicole and Dylan's mother. We've recently joined S. Pavlo Taekwondo, and so far Master Pavlo has helped my son tremendously with his focus and his discipline, and my daughter with her confidence. It's been great.
My name is Jesus. I'm here to talk about Master Pavlo's school and how delighted we are to have our kid here. I'm a 4th degree black belt trained in the martial arts for approximately 25 years. Moved to New Jersey recently, and I was looking for a school that would take my kid, who was only 3 years of age. I feel that it's very important to start him very early, ingrain the disciplines and the good habits in them. Generally, kids develop better study habits, better grades, better discipline, more obedience to their parents, and more respect for self and for everyone else. I'd like to fully endorse Master Pavlo. We're very excited about the program. There's actually 6 or 7 kids around his age. They play as they learn, and I'm amazed at the level of progress that he's had. The kid is already kicking, he's jumping, he's excited to come to class, he sees it as a fun activity, and I actually leave work early to come in and be with him. So I fully endorse this, and I hope that you too will bring your kids to this school. Thank you.
My name is Irene Georgiulakis. I am the mom of Sophia and Georgia. We have been at this school for almost 4 years now. To me, childhood is a journey. It is not a race. And here in this school, you learn how to have self-confidence, you learn how to have discipline, and you learn how to have fun. And that is qualities that make any program 100% successful. And in here, my children are learning to cooperate and to be team members with other children.